Hi, this video is about the summarizing our second activity of motion with balance forces. S1 first questions: when the forces acting on an object are balanced, does its speed change or does it remain constant? What evidence supports your idea? It remains constant. We did all of the experiments in this activity supports my answer. Second questions: how does your answer to part A apply an object at rest with balance forces acting on it? I think the effect of these objects is the same as the part 1, part A. S2: explain your answer to the previous questions in terms of the net force acting on such an object and how this world affect its speed. When the net force acts on the cart with balance forces, it changes the motion and speed of the carts in the directions of the net force that acts on it. First speed up and then continues in a constant speed. For S3, use the pictures below to draw 3 force diagrams for the cart with balance forces of a fan and friction acting on it. One before the initial push, one during the initial push, and one after the push. Explain your diagrams below the pictures. First pictures is for before the push. Before the push, for the cart with balance forces, if it's at rest, and if it's remains constant, it continues to a constant speed. For the second, is during the push. During the push, depend on the net force that comes from the right or left, and the same direction as the motion of the cart, and the opposite direction of the motion of the cart. It changes this direction and the speed of the cart and decreases, and then the cart continues in the directions of the net force that acts on it. For the after the push, there is no force on it and net force on it, and the cart continues on a constant speed. S4, two students were discussing their ideas about balance forces. How would you respond to Dave's and Lucia's concerns? My response is the balance forces is the means that no force comes on the objects. Two forces with the same amount acts on an object, and like the force is 0 and any changes in the speed or motions of the cart or any objects. S6, you have seen that once an object is moving, if absolutely no forces act on it, it will continue to move at a constant speed. However, based on their real-world experience, many people hold the idea that a continuous constant force is needed in order to maintain a constant speed. Why do you think this is such a common idea? Yes, I think such a common idea that when any object wants to continue in a constant speed, needs in a balance forces to continue on its motions.